What's up people, Gumi Guy here, back in our Pokemon Show video. In today's video, I have a pretty interesting idea. A very big joke in competitive Pokemon is how like trash Pokemon can be good against really good Pokemon. A very popular example of this is like Dash Bund, that like weak dog Pokemon is actually pretty good against Koraidon, like the strongest legendary in Gen 9 basically. And I thought it'd be pretty cool to do a whole video based on that concept. So right here I have a one Pokemon from each competitive tier in Pokemon Showdown, and we're going to try to win a battle with this team. But of course, this video wouldn't be that interesting if I was just, using this team in Ubers, because we've seen me try using weak Pokemon Ubers before, and it's gone about how you'd expect. So right here I have a Pokemon Showdown friend, and we're going to test this concept out and see what fun matchups we got. I labeled what tier each Pokemon is in, and I try to get like the best of each tier's Pokemon, if that makes any sense. Like right here we have Arcanine. This is Intimidate. I figured that this is probably one of the faster Intimidate users, so I think this works. And we're just going to go for the Will-O-Wisp, I guess. Oh, okay. So yeah, I did label it, but I had to remember what tier each Pokemon is in. Arcanine, Hisuian form is in UU. Let's see, what should I do here? This is not a great matchup. And they outspeed on like a lot of things. Okay, let me see. I think I don't want to let this thing die. I feel like it's pretty valuable. I think we're gonna sack off Primarina. Yeah, that's a KO. Yeah, Primarina is very good in OU, but it's not very good in in that context, right? Like it's gonna get one shot by a head smash. So that's a pretty good example of what I was trying to say. Like it is good, but like not in this context. So let's go out into Dialga. This is my Uber's Pokemon. And we're just going to go for Flash Cannon. This is KO. Okay, I was going to say, I feel like that shouldn't KO, right? Oh, okay. This is not great. Ugh. Am I really going to lose two Pokemon to this? Okay, well, look, it's a strong Pokemon. You really can't hate the game, right? And then we're going to go out to Mew. Mew is an RU now. Deal with it. And we're going to go for the we're going to go for the Vacuum Wave. Okay. That's not that bad. What do we do now? Let's see. That's Crocodile. That's their Arumon. I have Alluring Voice. And I don't know why you didn't go for Knockoff. Maybe you expected me to switch. But I'm not going to switch because I don't care enough to do that. And they're Moxie. Okay, that's fine. Do I outspeed? It's a very good question. I do. Okay, good. I wasn't really sure. Like, every player thinks differently. Are they Guts? Oh my god, not another one of these. Okay, let's have some fun. Let's go Terrifier. I am playing this in Ubers, I'm pretty sure. So that's why I can Terra. And then I want to do something funny, but I don't know if it's worth it. Ugh, okay, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. I was going to go out to Escadrille. So this is Goodra. I know Goodra is probably not the greatest Pokemon to represent the tier, but it is my favorite. So also I know this idea hasn't been done too often. I have thought about this a lot before. It has been done by other people, but I did think about this too. So maybe you guys can try this idea yourself in the comments. Let me know what kind of fun team you cook up. Okay, this is Assault Vest. So I live a hit. That's interesting. Calm Mind. Okay, see the one time I don't bring Sludge Wave on a Goodra. I actually don't really use Sludge Wave as much as you think. But you still outspeed. That is kind of sad. Okay. Good para. Okay. Pretty even fight. So it makes sense. Like I feel like these fights should be even, right? After all, we are kind of testing the idea out, right? That like it doesn't really matter. Okay. See, I feel like you have close combat, but I'm getting one shot by it either way, right? Okay, no close combat, and the crit was kind of unnecessary, but I'm not gonna risk it. I have Rock Slide. Oh, they're Scarfed. Okay, they're Scarfed. That's interesting. Okay, well, that's a GG's. That is actually a pretty good game. Okay, everyone, we have another team here with another Pokemon Showdown friend with the same concept. We're gonna use the same team because I feel like this team is pretty unique, so we'll give it another shot. And it looks like their PU Pokemon is a Web Setter. I actually did think about using, what is it? I actually did think about using Galvantula myself, but I am not like much of a Web Setter kind of guy. Like I don't really care for it. So they go for Sticky Web, and I go Rapid Spin, the classic Excadrill set. I honestly think this is good in any tier. So we are just going to. I feel like EQ is pretty safe here. Your whole team kind of gets smoked by this. This is doing more than half. Yeah, Excadrill is overpowered. With the life, this I really recommend trying to set out. It's honestly really OP, but yeah. So there you go. So if you were gonna Rapid Spin at any point, your Rapid Spinner is dead. I do outspeed unless you have priority. Vacuum Wave is something I would do, but no, okay. I could have Terra Ground there, but this Excadrill has done more than it needed to. So we are going to go out to PU, the Arcanine, and we are going to go. I think E-Speed is okay here. Like I could Will-O-Wisp, like predicting the switch, but I don't really care. Okay, Raging Bolt, yeah, that's not surprising. Sometimes I do run Bulldoze Arcanine, but that feels a little bit too dumb for this video. So we're gonna switch. We're gonna hard switch. I know this doesn't sound like the greatest idea, but I am bulky, so even if they went for a Dragon type move, I would have been fine. Koraidon. Okay, so we're playing this in Uber, so Terra is available. Do I want to risk it? Okay, let's give it a try. I feel like they stay in and go for Swords Dance, or they switch. Okay, that's fine too. That's fine too. That's good. Okay, now they probably do go for the KO, but whatever. Low kick. Okay. I'm not sure if that was a close, like maybe I could have lived that, but we don't know. Time to send out RU, the Mew. So far, like, the Pokemon that have done the most damage are the UU Pokemon and the Uber Pokemon, but for what it's worth, I still think this works. Okay, nice burn, but I think Psychic KOs anyway. Yep. We are so far doing pretty balanced. Makes sense, right? We are using, like, similar teams, because, like, the usage tiers are based on, like, how good a Pokemon is, but like in a way, right? Like it is like how good a Pokemon is, because if you they're based on usage, but you know, based on how good a Pokemon is, you'll use it more, right? So let's go out to Arcanine. Oh, that's actually pretty convenient for you. I am tempted to Terra Fire and start like ripping out Flare Blitzes. Let's give it a shot. I feel like this is probably the best use of a Terra I can have. I'm gonna go for Flare Blitz. That does good damage, and I KO myself the recoil. It's okay. I think that was worth it. I'm gonna go out to you. I feel like I do lose once again, but that's okay. It's okay. I'm pretty okay with that. I feel like they did just choose better Pokemon than I did. Like Koraidon is like the best Pokemon in Ubers right now. E-Speed, I doesn't KO though, so that's good. And then Sidestep, yeah, okay. So that wasn't really gonna do much. I feel like, do I live? Let's hope though. No, I do not. Was that close? Because maybe it only hits you on defense, because I feel like I could have lived that. But this is actually a pretty close fight. What do you do here? Because if you switch, I just win. So Secret Sword does like 4 damage, and a little more than I thought. Ooh, this is a close one. Oh, okay, that was close. I am vested, so I think it was pretty close. But yeah, we'll GG to that. Like, I feel like this concept is pretty interesting. Like I said, you guys can try it for yourself. As you can see, like the battle was still pretty balanced, and like yes, their OU-mon did end up getting KO, but like Arcanine still did good damage, right? Like just because like some of these Pokemon are in lower tiers doesn't mean they weren't as good. We got another battle here. This is more Ubers adjacent. I don't know, like even maybe they're doing something similar. Let's see. We got RU, Ubers, UU, Uber. Okay, so it's close. It's close. It's almost that. This is OU, I think. Yeah, so we're kind of close. I think that's like RU. Okay, you know what? This is actually pretty close to what I was talking about. It's not quite. I think that's just, what is it? That's like 2 RUs, 2 OUs, and then like, no, actually, no. Okay, so it's missing a tier or 2, but it is kind of a similar idea. So we respect you for almost doing that. I think it wasn't intentional. This is still built like an Uber's team, but it's still cool. It's still cool. So we'll go for it. There's no NU Pokemon here, but there is UU, so that's still unique. And like, let's be real, Skeledirge is not really like UU. It's practically Ubers in the way it's used. Okay, Dragon Pulse does damage or something. Yeah, like I said, Goodra is not really that great in like at all. Like it's good in NU, but it's not that great as a Pokemon overall. But it's this is just for me, okay? So, Shed Tail, are you serious? Skeletor, what do you think was gonna happen here? Like, was there a point in this? Because like Dragon Pulse was going to do enough damage to break the sub. So that does that. Whatever. Okay, I lived the hit. I don't. I actually did not give you acid spray. I know I like to run acid spray on Goodras, but this time I chose not to. Slack off, right? Yep. I played so much Pokemon, like I know what's gonna happen. But okay, Escadrille, we're gonna try you again. It may not be the best time to use it, but it could work. I still have faith it can work. Yeah, okay. That see, that's what I'm saying. So the crit probably mattered, but Life Orb does not ignores unaware boosts. Like, I think one thing about like an idea like this that makes it really interesting is that there are just certain Pokemon that can counter like a Pokemon Skeletor that just aren't in Ubers or UU. Like same thing with Arcanine, right? Like yes, it is a lower tier than like maybe Incineroar or like other Intimidate users, but I would argue it's sometimes better because it's a little faster and maybe has like better attack than some of them. I don't know. Like yeah, okay, so maybe Landers is like the similar speed and like it's like a much higher attack, but like you could still find value in using what is it? Like using Arcanine over Incineroar. So I feel like an idea like this kind of helps other Pokemon. Like that's what I'm saying. Like the tiers are not based on how good a Pokemon is. They're based on how much people use them, which aren't always the same thing, right? It's the reason why Electivire was good. It was in OU, even though it wasn't that great as a Pokemon. So you can see my last video where I tried to make Electivire good, but I'm rambling a lot. It's pretty cool to be back in some ways, you know. Like I said, I can't promise I'll upload all the time, but when I have a fun idea, I just think it's cool to record a video on it. All right, so I've been rambling, but there hasn't really been much going on in this battle. I've been actually winning. Like in a video like this, I feel like winning is kind of more expected, which is kind of funny to say. We're in a new era of my channel where winning is more possible. All right, T-Bolt doesn't KO, did a lot of damage. Yep, it's Transistor Life Orb. As far as your Ubers Pokemon go, they got taken down by 2 non-Uber Pokemon. So that's what I'm saying. I think there's a lot of value in this idea. So okay, Cyclizar, are you? I memorize these Pokemon by the tier, not how good they are. But like in reality, like these Pokemon are like just about as good as they can get. Like a tier is not gonna define that. They go for taunt, that doesn't matter. I don't really run hazards or whatever you thought I was gonna do. And Chestnut. Okay, I think I just KO, right? I'm Adamant Crystal. Close enough. Leech, that's not enough. Like, unless you have like okay, they might Spiky Shield here, but I don't even think it matters. Okay, what do you do here? Oh, okay. Maybe you had the Spiky Shield at some point, right? Oh, okay. Well, the forfeit. I was gonna win. I was gonna win anyway. Well, GG's to that.